Hello, good evening and a warm welcome to all our esteemed viewers in today's edition of Youth Folio, our weekly magazine series which takes you on a visual trip across the region. In today's episode, we have views of people on news of the land, career, sports, fashion and lots more. Don't go anywhere, I'm sure you'll enjoy watching the episode.
Eid celebrated with wishes of peace, fraternity and harmony in the Northeast. Shri P.B. Acharya sworn in as Governor of Tripura in additional charge. Students' unrest in Sikkim leads to state government rolling back college fees hike. BJP leaders hold meetings with all ethnic groups in Assam. Central team rushes to Tripura. Arrested NSC and IM cadres remanded to police custody in Manipur. State faces violent demands for implementation of the inner line permit. NSS organizes Van Mahotsav in Tripura, swears to plant lakhs of trees all over the country. Naga Students Union of Delhi holds orientation seminar for freshers in Delhi. Eid-ul-Fitr, also known as the Feast of Breaking the Ramadan Fast, was celebrated all over the Northeast with great devotion, prayers and goodwill. In Guwahati, thousands of people thronged to the Guwahati Eidgah, gave donations, prayed together and embraced each other with feelings of fraternity. Delicious edibles were sold and bought in large quantities. The state has a long tradition of secularism, and many Hindus too joined in the festivities, even as everyone prayed for peace and harmony. Earlier, many NGOs, politicians and humanitarian people gave alms and clothes to the poor on occasion of Eid. The mosques of Guwahati were lined up by the poor who received the alms and thanked the large-hearted people for their gifts. In Manipur, streets were decorated with balloons and people thronged the mosques. Prayers included wishes for peace and prosperity of the state.
हम लोग सब इंडिया में क्या करेंगे, सब कम्युनिटी लोग यहाँ में है, इसीलिए हम लोग सब साथ मिल कर के शांति से रहना चाहता है। हम लोग एक दूसरे को मारपीट झगड़ा वगड़ा नहीं करके एक प्यार मोहब्बत से करना चाहता है हम लोग सब रह करके।
Shri Padmanabha Balakrishna Acharya was sworn in as Tripura Governor in additional charge in a simple ceremony in Tripura Raj Bhavan on the 21st of July by Chief Justice of Tripura High Court Shri Deepak Gupta. Shri Acharya was sworn in as Nagaland Governor on the 19th of July. Born in Udupi in the Karnataka state, Shri Acharya, who is a former BJP National Secretary, was joined by his wife, Srimati Kavita Acharya, in the ceremony, in which State Chief Minister Shri Manik Sharkar and many other dignitaries were also present. Shri Acharya was earlier conferred Guard of Honor. Talking to the press, he urged people of the state to tap nature's bounty and promised to do his best for the improvement of the state.
I have come for the first time now as a governor. We will do whatever we can possible to improve things. Central government is not lacking behind in any way. We can improve the situation, we can better the situation.
Students of Sikkim reacted violently for over 3 days with protest rallies, pelting of stones and damaging of buses, government, police and private vehicles, besides road hoardings and railings, etc. in protest of a college tuition fee hike imposed by the state's HRD department. The police had a very tough time in containing the youth, some of who even went to the extent of beating up the police on duty. The police was forced to use tear gas, which later became another issue of protest for the students. College principals and teachers too tried in vain to pacify the students. Ultimately, the fee hike had to be rolled back.
Because the discontentment seemed to be widespread among the student community. The government took a decision last night to roll back the hike. It's unfortunate that this happened, should not have happened, but unfortunately it happened and it is continuing, which is, I think, something which should not go on like this.
In a unique gesture, ruling party, the BJP, organized a meeting of all ethnic leaders, including student leaders and others, for a discussion in Guwahati to know their views and expectations from the Modi government. The meeting, headed by Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, who has won from the Lakhimpur Assam constituency, was attended by 26 organizations who took up issues ranging from infiltrators into Assam from Bangladesh, issue of big dams, etc. Sonowal told the people that work on dams will not be started until the government talks to all stakeholders. He also reassured people that illegal immigrants are being identified by the process of NRC or the National Register of Citizens.
पहला कदम तो हमने NRC अपडेट करने के लिए राज्य सरकार को 143 करोड़ हम लोगों ने मदद की है और साथ साथ में जितना भी ट्राइब्यूनल अभी भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन और कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करने का बाकी है, इनके लिए राज्य सरकार को हम लोगों ने पूरी मदद की है, क्योंकि आखिरी में राज्य सरकार को ही इन विषय पर मजबूत कदम उठाना पड़ेगा। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से, होम मिनिस्ट्री की तरफ से, बिंग द नॉलेज मिनिस्ट्री, जितना मदद हो सके हम मदद करेंगे। हमारा लक्ष्य है असम को बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों से मुक्त करना। न हम तो हमारी तरफ से हम क्वारी कर रहा है, क्योंकि हमारी तरफ से राज्य सरकार को यही कहा गया है कि आप मतलब विलंब मत कीजिए, आपकी तरफ से जो भी आपका कर्तव्य है उसको आप पालन कीजिए। इन पर हमारे माननीय शक्ति मंत्री पीयूष गोयल जी ने बयान दिया है, जब तक स्टेक होल्डर से बात नहीं होगा तब तक इसका काम शुरू नहीं होगा।
Meanwhile, a central team from the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party also visited Tripura on the 28th of July. The three-member delegation led by Shri S.S. Ahluwalia, BJP's in charge of the Northeast, accompanied by Parliament members Shri Tarun Vijay and Shri Satyanarayan Jatiya, visited rural areas around Jatrapur, Western Tripura, South and Gomti districts in South Tripura to investigate into accusations of CPIM cadres allegedly beating up BJP cadres. The leaders interacted with many villagers to additionally find out about the needs, likes and dislikes of the people of the state.